Hey y'all, welcome to the filling station. Okay, so in this video, we are looking at inside day candles. And let me go ahead and give my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. With that being said, let's get started. So AMC is the first one on the list for today for inside day candles, and that is for tomorrow, August the 9th, or yes, August the 9th. So if AMC breaks above $5.10, target to the upside is $5.21. If we break under $4.84, the target to the downside is $4.78. And AMC normally moves 39 cents per day on average. Now, Amazon is our next inside day candle. If we break above 166.65, we have an upside target of 167.65. If we break under 162.75, then the downside target is going to be 161.30. And let's see how much Amazon normally moves per day. $7.59, again, in either direction. So if you trade Amazon, trade carefully. Bank of America is an inside day candle. If we break above $38.46, then the target to the upside is $38.59. If by chance we break under $37.65, the downside target is $37.30. And let's see how much Bank of America normally moves. $1.17 per day. So if you trade Bank of America, trade carefully. Carnival Cruise Line is an inside day. I was about to say Carvana, which Carvana is an inside day candle also, but we are looking at Carnival Cruise Line, or CCL. If we break above 14.55, the target to the upside is 14.85. If we break under 14.08, downside target is here at 13.94. And CCL normally moves 81 cents per day, again in either direction. So if you trade CCL, I always say y'all trade carefully. Carnival Carvana. I don't know why I'm mixing Carnival Cruise Line and Carvana. So we just looked at CCL, which is Carnival Cruise Line. We are now looking at Carvana, CVNA, which is also an inside day candle. 135.12. If we break above that, target to the upside is 140.74. If we break under 128.99, downside target is 127.98. And Carvana normally moves on average $11.22 per day, again in either direction. So if you trade Carvana, I said trade carefully. CVX is also an inside day candle. If it breaks above 144.86, upside target is 145.78. Below 142.74 gives us a downside target of 142.15. And CVX normally moves $3.54 per day, again in either direction. GDX is an inside day candle. That is GDX. If it breaks above 35.78, upside target 36.24, to the downside 34.69. Below that gives us a target of 34.59. GDX normally moves about $1.16 per day. So IWM is an inside day candle. Above 207.01 gives us a target of 208.01. Below the 203.21 gives us a downside target of 201.59. And let's see how much IWM normally moves, about $6.49 per day, again in either direction. JP Morgan is an inside day candle. Above 205.02 gives us a target of 205.84. Under 201.68 gives us a downside target of $200.10. $200.10. Let's make sure. Yes. So let's see how much JPM normally moves per day. $5.17. And that again is in either direction. LABU is an inside day candle. Above 118.20 gives us a target of 122.22. Under 108.69 gives us a target of 107.77. And LABU normally moves $11.41 per day. Mara is an inside day candle. If it breaks above $17.66, target to the upside is 17.83. If we break under 1611, downside target is 15.71. And let's see how much Mara normally moves, about $1.95 per day. So Meta is an inside day candle. If by chance we have already broken through that, 5, 10, 15 is the trigger. 5, 10, 59 is the target. We've already reached that target. So Meta could be a very interesting trade tomorrow, or August the 9th. It could be very interesting to watch that. If you trade Meta, I say trade carefully. Now, if by chance we come back to the downside under 494.66, gives us a downside target of 486.80. And let's see how much Meta normally moves, $22.33 per day. So if you trade Meta, I say trade carefully. Microsoft is also an inside day candle. Above 406 gives us an upside target of 410.32. Under 399.91 gives us a downside target here of 397.95. And Microsoft normally moves about $11.76 per day, again in either direction. So if you trade Microsoft, trade carefully. MU is an inside day candle. Above 92.84 gives us a target of 93.66. Under 88.05 gives us a downside target of 86.41. MU normally moves about $5.87 per day. Again, if you trade MU, I say trade carefully. And PayPal is an inside day candle. Above 64.69 gives us a target of 65.04. Under 63.07 gives us a downside target of 62.65. PayPal normally moves about $2.50 per day, again in either direction, so trade carefully. QQQ is an inside day candle for August the 9th. Let's see, which we have already reached the target. The target to the upside was, if we were to break above 449.20, the upside target was 449.35. We have already reached 450. And I would say watch the Qs tomorrow if you trade the Qs. So under 437.14 gives us a downside target of 434.17. So, and normally the QQQ normally moves about $13.28, again in either direction. So I say trade carefully. Tomorrow should be a very interesting trading day. Let's say that it's Friday, and options are a little bit cheaper if you're an option trader. So Roblox, let's see, that is next on the list. Roblox above 37.29 gives us a target of 38.69. Under 36.32 gives us a downside target of 36.08. Roblox normally, or RBLX, normally moves $1.70 per day. So if you trade Roblox, I say trade carefully. And RUT is an inside day candle. Above 2085.90 gives us a target of 2095.11. Under 2054 gives us a downside target of 2032.53. And let's see how much RUT normally moves per day. $59.80. That is interesting, right? So if you trade RUT, trade carefully. Those are the levels that I would definitely watch. Charles Schwab is an inside day candle. Above 63.18 gives us a target of 63.96. Under 62.09 gives us 62.09. Charles Schwab normally moves about $1.91 per day, again in either direction. SoFi is an inside day candle. Above 671 gives us an upside target of 675. Under $6.40 gives us a downside target of, let's see, $6.31. So if you trade SoFi, trade carefully. Let's see how much it normally moves per day. 45 cents on average per day. So the SPX is an inside day candle, and you know I just say those numbers because it seems like sometimes I just get tongue-tied when I say those numbers, right? So above 5328.05 .39 gives us an upside target of 5332.14. Under 5233.67 gives us a downside target of 5194.28. So if you trade SPX, I would say trade carefully. It normally moves about $113.48 per day. Again, that's in either direction. Trade carefully if you trade SPX. The SPY is an inside day candle, which I believe we've already reached that target to the upside. So the SPY should be interesting tomorrow also. So above 531.29 gives us a target here of 531.59. We've already reached 532 after hours. So that's going to be interesting to see how the SPY works tomorrow or move tomorrow. Now, if by chance we break under 521.84, just know we have a downside target of 518.05. And the SPY normally moves $11.26 per day. Again, that could be in either direction. So if you trade the SPY, I say trade carefully. SQQQ is an inside day candle. It is not an inside day candle. Let me take that one back. It's just on my daily watch list for tomorrow. Tesla is an inside day candle. Above $200.07 gives us an upside target of 203.49. Under 192.04 gives us a downside target of 191.48. And Tesla normally moves about $14.10 per day on average, and Tesla is one of those that normally exceeds its target for the day. So if you trade Tesla, again, I always say trade carefully, right? So above 35, the next one on the list is Upstart. So if Upstart breaks above 35.19, then the target to the upside is here at 36.48. If by chance we break under 32.27, we have a downside target of 28.77. And Upstart normally moves about $3.01 per day. So again, if you trade Upstart, I say trade carefully. The VIX is an inside day candle. So above 29.22 gives us an upside target here of 29.66. Under 23.21 gives us 21.81 for a downside target, and the VIX normally moves about $7.34 per day. So these are inside day candles for August the 9th, and again, it just gives us price targets and it helps us build a watch list, right? So we can add these to our list. And if you trade any of these, again, not financial advice, I say trade carefully, wait on confirmation, make sure you have a reason as to why you're entering your trades. And once it goes against your why, get out. So y'all, I hope these videos are very, very helpful. I hope that everyone have a very profitable and a very, very productive day today. And if you could please like, share, comment, and subscribe. We learn and we grow together. And I always like to leave you with this: be blessed as well as a blessing unto others. Until next time.